Action! Action!
Nate?
There! Go, go, go! Action! 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 VSSE, you fool! Action! Action! Danger! Danger! Action! Action! Action!
Three, two,